Good morning, Jebusulem, and welcome to another sunny day here in our own little tropical paradise. So kick back, relax, and listen to the music as those waves roll on in.
Hello everyone, and welcome to our brand new series looking through city skylines. This was voted by my Discord channel as the next single player series I'll be doing, and we're going to be doing this with a little bit of a challenge map. So this map was very nicely put together by a Discord member called Merker, and it's looking absolutely fantastic. And as you can see, this is a nice pretty tropical island set. There are more islands off the top. I do have the mod to unlock all 25 tiles, and we will be doing that eventually. But getting there is going to be a bit of a challenge. So I've got a few rules that I'm setting myself to play this campaign. One is to make things different from normal. I'm not going to be using roundabouts. I have been given permission to use a single roundabout somewhere in the city. Otherwise I'll be trying to avoid those just to shake up my normal style. Also, we are going to be trying to preserve the natural beauty of these islands, and that means we are not going to be building any bridges connecting the islands. We are not going to be building any tunnels at all. And that includes underground rail and underground metro are all out of this. So we're going to be starting off the wonderful city of Jebusulem. In terms of mods, I will include the mod list down below. Said this map is itself a mod made by Merker using a tropical islands aesthetic mod on top of that to give it this really nice, beautiful appearance, particularly of the nice water there. Got a few quality of life mods such as precision engineering. Do have traffic manager PE installed, which should work with the current version. Have to see if I get any issues there. That'll help me deal with traffic without roundabouts. And I do have pretty much all of the DLC for this. I don't have the content creator packs or music DLC, but most of the other major DLC is all here. I'll be playing around with that, particularly the new airports DLC, which I've not tried at all yet. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to lay out some starting roads here. I'm going to do them in the thin, narrow roads for now, planning on upgrading these a bit later. Gonna do my best to use a sensible road system since I won't be able to use roundabouts. And also want to probably do a little more straight lines than I normally do. Normally my cities are quite bendy and curvy on the roads, but I've got a little bit limited space, so want to go for space efficiency where I can, and so that's going to involve quite a lot of straight roads. Try and put in some nice curves here and there to make things a bit visually interesting. Alright, so just laying in some nice little roads here. And some little curvy bits for the residential area. Make it look a little bit more suburban here. And a few local shops at the same time on this little branch. Industry is going to go over here. Hoping to keep this island mostly agricultural once I've unlocked the ability to do that, as well as fishing. I see this map does have quite nice wind, which is nice since I want to try and avoid the too polluting types of power production, so I'm going to try and keep things nice and clean where I can. Can have the waste outlet on the industrial side, the water inlet on the nice pretty side, and just chuck down a few pipes. There we go, and I think we're ready to unpause. Definitely be upgrading this kind of main through route road as well as probably these main spurs into wider roads as we go forward. Oop, didn't connect the poop outlet. There we go. Oh, and here come our first residents. They do take a little while to actually get here, so they have to come right from over there. But here we have the first ones. And so we got our city up and started. Forgot to actually connect the commercial area. There we go. And the industrial area needs power. Sorry if my voice is a bit off today, by the way. Today I just tested positive for COVID, so that's all fun, but this is second or third time round and doesn't seem too bad, but hopefully my voice isn't too scratchy. We are now at least making a little bit of a profit. And we've hit our first milestone. Which of course brings its own problems. We now have to deal with landfill and recycling, as well as healthcare and education. And just to help with forward planning, I'm going to upgrade some of these roads to be wider roads. Should probably have just done this to begin with. I was wanting to save a little bit of money to make sure we do actually get into profit as soon as possible. So I've got the major arteries as double roads so that I can upgrade them as much as I want later on. And chucking down our garbage in the industrially part. Now this section is going to be the Pebble Island after one of my Discord members, and as a special request by him, it is going to reflect the American education system, which means it is allowed one elementary school and one library. So here is its one and only elementary school going in. Makes everyone very happy. And we don't have enough money for a medical clinic, so we'll just have to save up for that. Yay, and we've run into electricity trouble, which is quite bad. So we don't have enough money for a new power plant. So now I'm just going to increase the budget a wee bit. Yeah, it's going to run into real problems. Going to have to really increase the budget. Maxing out the budget. Oh, but we are now a worthy village, which does give us access to districts, loans, specializations, all very good. And policey and fiery things. More importantly, it comes with a little cash bonus, which means we can put in some power. We use most of the money that we've just got to keep increasing the industrial areas that we've got. Now, I'm not actually going to put down a regular agricultural area. I do have the DLC that gives you the farming industry. We're not too far off that, and I'll just play around with that instead. It's expanding our residential industry, our sector over here. I think that's looking quite nice as a little suburban-y residential area. Down some more shops too to serve that little area. And put down a little medical clinic. There we go, hit Tiny Town 800. That lets us put in our own industrial areas. And fishing areas, something I want to play around with. So we've got this really nice farmy area here that I want to take advantage of. And I'm going to do that with a custom industrial district, farming industrial district. Put off the main spur of it over here. Alright, and I've got outsets to districts, so I'm going to start painting them in. This whole area is Pebble Island, and the new industrial farmy area is going to be over here. I've got a few names already lined up from various people who have been talking on the Discord channel, so I'll be introducing those as and when. naming the main islands after the people who are most active in the discussion about this. We had quite a lot of fun on the Discord talking about all of this. We'll be naming sort of smaller areas after other people on the Discord. So this farming area is going to be the Melody Fields. And we do need a little bit more cash before we can put that down. Alright, got enough cash so we can put down a little office in the start of the new farm, which unlocks the basics that we can use to get raw resources in. Need 4 grand to put down a small field. And apparently farms need electricity and water, which I may have forgotten about. Alright, I think I'm going to need to take out a loan. I'm running into some issues here already. Take out the Silver Sunset Bank loan. Hopefully let me whack down a few little fields. Put some crop fields down. And we're running into electricity problems again, so time for another windmill. That's all that we can afford. Improves the issue, but not much. Also got a serious crime problem. Bump up taxes to make a little more cash. Got plenty of people wanting to come in. Put everything on 11%. Just enough money for more power, so that's going in. We're now a boom town, which unlocks another bunch of things that we really don't have the ability to make use of just now. But nicely, once again, that gives us a big cash injection, which I'm going to use to put down a police station. And because I'm a generous ruler, also a fire station near the industrial district to make sure that doesn't all burn down. So asking for more industry, just checking what we need. Need more workers and more produce, so gonna whack down some more of that. Put down a little orchard area off this branch. Oh, that's all I have money for. Put in another little linkage around here. I want to put in fishing industry at some point. Unfortunately, people start to die, which is very rude because now I need to save up for cemeteries. Melody Fields are starting to make a profit. It's just outputting crops, but that's all fine for now. There we go, got enough cash to put down a cemetery. Luckily people don't mind living next to the cemetery, so I'm going to whack this in right here. Now people can get rid of the corpses in the houses. And quite nice, a number of people are walking to work, which is always good, makes traffic a lot easier to deal with. Got a big demand for more houses, so expanding our residentially, but
meteorologists are issuing a thunderstorm warning for the coming days. Citizens are advised to stay indoors.
Thunderstorm's coming, severity 7.5 is not ideal, to be honest with you. Oh, I can put down a few houses before everything goes horribly, horribly wrong.
A thunderstorm is battling the city. Stay indoors until the storm has passed.
Thunderstorm, hopefully just over the sea. Oh, that wasn't the sea. I think I hit a high voltage power line, but not one that was actually doing anything. Well, that's a bit more of a problematic power line to go down. Especially because I don't have enough money to replace it. Come on, tick through. There we go, fix that. don't really have much in the way of a forest around here to worry about these isolated fires. That house has just caught fire though. I do have fire department. You are on their way. Traffic on the island is seeming quite decent, so hopefully they'll get there in time. It is pouring down as well, which should, you know, would hopefully help with the fire. Doesn't seem to be, but hopefully. Right. Another electricity line went down. Can fix that. And there we go. Fire is over. 2 buildings set on fire, no casualties. That could be a lot worse. I have set my electricity budget back, so hopefully that'll take care of some of our issues. What is going wrong with the drinking water situation? The poop water's getting around into the water outlet, so I'll have to change that. Increase the budget a wee bit. Yeah, I'm gonna put down a animal pasture in Melody Fields, start getting some products. There we go, Melody Fields has reached level 2. And put down a little fishing harbour. Alright, got enough for a fish market, so gonna pop that down on this road. Put some commercial areas around it. Nice, we've hit busy town. Can use that cash to enhance Melody Fields. Sticking in a flour mill. And a cattle shed. Alright, started importing a whole lot more, so I think I need a load more fields in Melody Fields. Bunch of fields down the back there. There we go, that looks like that sorted the supply throughput, so we're now getting loads of our own crops. I'm going to change my horrible water outlet for one of the eco water outlets, just to try and lower the amount of rubbish we're producing, as well as an inland water outlet. I'd prefer not to be polluting the water quite as much as we are. There we go, Melody Fields are starting to rake in the cash now. Very nice to see. Oh, and we can now afford a bakery, so that's going in Melody Fields. Start making some pies. And that's Melody Fields upgraded. Lemonade factory, milking parlour, medium crop and fruit fields. Nice. Put in some medium fruit fields. Just keep all of that going now that we've got this new bakery, which is making pastries. Nice. Building up the economic area, the residential area a little bit more. Put in a couple of little local shops in the middle of all of that. Right, need more flour at Melody Fields, that's solvable. Put in another flour mill. Oh, electricity trouble. Put in another advanced wind turbine. I'm going to need to put in another one on top of that. Alright, I need some more commercial, so I'm going to put in a little shopping centre in the centre here. And in that shopping centre we're also going to have the public library. So I'm going to put in a small little park here, not going to have a really big one on this island, but I'll have a little park area just in this central little shopping district. And it's just going to be a regular city park. The main gate can go opposite the cemetery for fun and happy reasons. And it's just getting a nice little plaza area, cafe area, info booth next to the main entrance. Just a nice little tiny park for them to hang around in, and it needs water, as does the entire new area. I think instead of the water inlet I'm going to have to use water towers for now. Just because I can't control where the sewage is going, since there's no... this is just like sea, there's no water flow direction, so it's always going to be dragged towards where the water inlet is. Which is all fine. Just use water towers for now. Probably a bit better since this is probably seawater, so they probably shouldn't be drinking it in the first place. And further increasing the residential area. And further increasing Melody Fields. There we go, you can just afford a milking parlour, so I'm going to whack that down. Yeah, pretty sure all of the illness is from drinking water pollution that's still going around. Needs to be cleared out. The city park, by the way, is called Army Meadows and seems to be quite popular. It's just leveled up again, or for the first time rather. Which means I can put down a giant chess set. What every park needs. Right, the drinking water problem seems to be getting worse rather than better, so I am moving the water collectors over to the other side. Hopefully that'll sort out the issue. I may still have been getting some poisoning from over there. Yeah, it seems to have solved the issue. At least a lot less people are getting sick. And yeah, I can see here vast majority of our income is coming from the farming area. Getting a tiny bit from the fishing, but we don't really have much in the way of fishing right now. I do want to expand on that. The farming area is what is paying for our city right now. There we go, as the sun is setting on a lovely rainy day here at Jebusulem. I think that's where we're going to call it for this first part. I think we've done a pretty good job so far. Definitely got the economy all nice and sorted, got money rolling in almost entirely from Melody Fields. We do need to expand, but we can expand, and I think next time I'm going to buy the next couple of blocks up above. Army Meadows just upgraded. Yeah, I was going to buy the next couple of blocks up above, get to this really big central island, and start having that as our main centre. This is really just a sort of farming outskirts of the city. That's a pretty good thing. Just to cap off today, just as I was recording that outro, we hit Big Town. Which means we can do all sorts of things, especially high density areas. So yeah, we'll definitely be looking to expand on that as we go forward, but for now I think that's a good place to leave that. So thank you all for watching, and I will catch you next time. Cheers.